what I do. Well, all right, so you all know that. Here's what I want you to do. Will every person in this room who considers himself or herself a member of the white race, please stand.
I'm not natural.
Remain standing. Now, aren't you a member of the white
Not
race?
after I talked to you this morning.
Get your ass off. Now, remain standing. Now, will every person in this room who considers himself or herself a member of the black race, please stand. Remain standing. Now the brown race. Now the yellow race. Now there is no such thing as a red race, people. That's a term that we white folks made up. Now, will every person in this room who considers himself or herself a member of the human race, please sit down. Now, folks, that's all you need to know. There is only one race on the face of the earth, and it's the human race. We've got to get over this nonsense. Every person in this room is a descendant of my ancestors. And my ancestors didn't look like me, and neither did yours look like me. Will you stand, please? This is what the first modern human beings that evolved on this earth looked like. And every one of you people in this room is a descendant of one of those people. All white people are is faded black folks. I didn't own slaves. I'm not responsible for this. How many of you have heard that one? People, the person who's saying that automatically assumes that you are the sons or grandsons or granddaughters or great-granddaughters or something of slaves. And you say, wait a minute, my people were here before slavery began. And they'll say, I don't know how that happened. And you say, well, the same way people of color, black people, intelligent, creative, courageous, brilliant, black people moved from the equator in such numbers and in such distances that they populated every landmass on the face of the earth. Every landmass on the face of the earth, their original inhabitants were black, or ancestors of those first black modern human beings. It's time to stop telling the lie. I am totally opposed to judging people based on the amount of melanin in their skin. It makes no sense. Now, how many of you know how long this problem has been with us? Anybody? How many of you think it's been forever? Well, you are all educated, aren't you? I can tell you're educated because you don't know shit. No. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. On the other hand, if you've been... Sorry, but you gotta stop laughing. You're encouraging me. It's her fault that I use that language. People, the problem of racism, treating people positively or negatively on the basis of the color of their skin, started with the Spanish Inquisition about 500 years ago. Before that, people of color were just people of different colors. They weren't different races. White people created the idea of race in about 1500, between 15 and 1600. People, it's only been around that long. What you create, you can destroy. We could destroy racism if we chose to. And I'll tell you how to do it. It's by providing education instead of indoctrination. In the schools in this country, what we call education is actually indoctrination. Don't shake your head at me. I know. I've been there. I taught in the public, private, and parochial schools in this country for 20 years before I went out and started educating people for real. I know that what we provide in this country is it takes us from the age of 5 to the age of 18 to thoroughly indoctrinate a child to the myth of white male superiority. And it is a lie. And you need to know that it's a lie. That in this country, we white folks, we are encouraged not to grow up and know the truth. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set ye free. And the truth is not a men, a women. The truth is that we are all members of the same race, the human race. Every person in this room is a 30th to 50th cousin to every other person in this room. So now, turn to the person on your right or left, in front of you or behind you, stick out your hand and say, hello, cousin. Do it now. You standing in the green sweater, you didn't stick out your hand. You didn't say, hello, cousin. More than that, you've got to do more than one. You've got to do more than one. Everybody tell her, stick out your hand and the person in front of you. To the person in front of you. Hello, cousin. To the person on your right. Hello, cousin. Now that didn't hurt, did it?